Uganda Police has established that the former UCU student who died in Makerere succumbed to injuries arising from a broken glass. A list of 12 external perpetrators of violence and other student brigades has been identified.
It's called Northcote Revolutionary Army. That is NRA in bracket. Then there is another brigade called the Rat Guard Brigade, RGB. And then the other brigade is Okzejeble Guard Brigade. Now, what is painful is that these are student brigades within the university who are usually hired during the political and social activities in the university.
3 suspects are in police custody in relation to the death of the 27-year-old former law student at UCU who had gone to campaign for a colleague at Makerere University.
That is Honorable Kaahwa Frank, the MP Kasanda, Sekide Alan, and Kabura Muzaffaru. With incitement to violence, they are expected to appear in court today.
Relatedly, the 2 assailants who murdered James Kakooza are still on the run, although one suspect is being held pending investigations. The leads show that the assailants trailed the late Kakooza before executing him.
And so it was a pattern that had been mastered by enemies. We are aware of the great role that he was performing in Kamwokya Church Zone. He's one of those who was working with the community, local councils to rid the area of criminals and gang crime.
The motive of his killing is yet to be ascertained.
We so far have 1 suspect in custody, the others are in hiding, but we have an identity.
Police is also still investigating the murder of the acting chief administrative officer for Bukwo district, Charles Ogwang, who was gunned and his car set ablaze along Bombo Road.
We have very good clues that will help us put the culprits to book.
On the other hand, the immigration is training officers at Entebbe International Airport on how to curtail human trafficking. Data shows victims of human trafficking continue to be blocked from exiting the country. From January to December 2021, 2,109 victims were offloaded, while 1,080 victims of trafficking were offloaded from January to June 2022.
Over 98% of women who are going especially to the Middle East for domestic work are single mothers. They are running away from domestic violence. The children have been abandoned. So we have to go back to the family, that what is happening to these women. Because they are not going because they are excited to go and do domestic work. They are going because they have no other alternatives. They've abandoned the women.
Many Ugandans are being trafficked and bypass normal recruitment procedures and continue to suffer in the hands of strangers. 2 suspects, Sempija and Lillian, have been arrested for trafficking someone's wife to Iraq instead of Saudi Arabia as agreed.
Want to go abroad, they are laid down procedures. Talk to your labor officers, at every district and move properly.
Police remains on course to investigate the matter to repatriate the woman. Ivan Kaahwa and Brian Ibyaruhanga, UBC News.